we have covered before this how to describe people. What's that? People. Then we have already done. Then how to describe people. Okay? We've talked about this, like how to describe somebody's size, right? If we have this question, what he or she looks like, okay? And how to describe somebody's age, yes? So we have already covered describing people. And today, we're going to do describe places. How to describe places. You may get any cue card, you may get any topic where you have to describe places. Okay? So we have already talked about that. And today we're going to be talking about how to describe places. How to describe places. How to describe places. It's a morning time. How to describe places. Alright, that's great. Okay, so first of all, vocabulary. And can anybody tell me that vocabulary consists of how much? How much? 25%. Okay? And this is a part of? This is a part of? LR. Lexical resource. Okay? So number one we have first word. Picturesque. What's that?
Picturesque.
Picturesque. Okay? Pronunciation of this word is C, right? It's fine. Picturesque. Picturesque. Okay? Now, what is picturesque? Picturesque is a place which looks like kind of a wallpaper. Yeah? Kind of scenery. Like in Canada, you know that about the trees, right? Canadian trees. Yeah? Something like that, right? I guess. Not sure about that. Oops, am I going?
Canadian leaf.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm talking about, right? I was trying to draw that. Anyways, I'm really bad at that, but I'm good at teaching English. All right, getting back to this. So picturesque. So when you describe something, we may describe Himachal.
Yes, sir.
There are certain places, there are several places, loads of places we use. Why do we use loads of? Why do we use this? Loads of. When we say several. Several. Bahut sare. Several. Loads of. We have loads of schools in our town. Okay? कितने religious places हैं India में? There are loads of religious places, and we can also use piles of. Piles of. We can also use piles of. There are how many historical places are there in India? There are piles of historical places in India. How many festivals are there? Third one, we can use heaps of. Heaps of. What's that? Heaps of. How many festivals are there?
There are
heaps of festivals. Okay, like we say, you might have studied that this line. India is a land of festivals. So there are heaps of festivals. How many IELTS institutes are there in Punjab?
There are
Uncountable, I would say that. For that we can use uncountable. Heaps of, loads of, right? So where can we use loads, piles of, heaps of? Where you want to say a lot of or lots of. You get the point?
Yes, sir.
Because we also have to describe things, describe places like that. So we can use that. Heaps of, okay? Several, okay? Loads of. And piles of. Loads of, piles of, and heaps of. Okay. So picturesque. How many places are there in India which are picturesque? What's the pronunciation of this word? Picturesque. What's that? Picturesque. Like which looks like scenery, wallpaper, which is really beautiful. Number second we can use for a place, if you want to describe something is beautiful, so we can use stunningly beautiful. What's that?
Stunningly beautiful.
Stunningly
Beautiful.
Beautiful. Now, stunning means here. Stunning means attractive, very attractive. Stunningly. Now, when it comes with when beautiful adjective comes with adverb, so that becomes very, very beautiful. Stunningly beautiful. What's that? Stunningly beautiful. That means very beautiful. How many places are there in Rajasthan which are stunningly beautiful? There are loads of stunningly beautiful places. Okay? Or I guess like in Gurinder's language we can say workspace. Space, right? We can use that vocabulary as well. Okay, anyways, stunningly beautiful. Number third, we can use touristy. Okay? Now touristy can be village, can be town, can be country. Touristy. Where you have lots of tourists. Okay, now here is the pronunciation. Okay? A beautiful pronunciation for you guys. Sometimes like it's trickier. Actually it is trickier. When we have at the end of the word we have S-P-S. Any word ends with S-P-S. So it's a little bit trickier. It's tricky to pronounce that. For example, one tourist and more than that?
Tourists.
More than that?
Tourists.
There are loads of, let's say, Golden Temple, we can see. When you visit Golden Temple in Punjab or Agra, you know, Taj Mahal, when you go over there. So there are loads of what? Tourists. Now this is trickier. So what we can do here, you can drop this T. Tourists, right? Tourists. If I write in Hindi, tourists. Okay? Tourists. What's that? Tourists. Okay? India has several scientists. Alright? And same way when we have at the end of the word S-K-S. S-K-S. The same way we can drop K. For example, how many tasks are there in IELTS writing? How many? Two tasks. Now that's trickier. Actually, I'm pronouncing K. Tasks. But this is quite difficult, right? So, if I say, I can say that there are two tasks. We can drop the K. Tasks. What's that? Tasks. Like he asks me. वह पूछता है. Okay? He asks me. He asks. What's that? He asks me. What's that? Right. So we have picturesque, okay, stunningly beautiful, and touristy. Number 4, we have a tourist hotspot. Now, which is actually place that is for actually tourists, right? A big attraction, and that's called a tourist hotspot. We can also say tourist. In Punjab, how many touristy towns are there in Punjab? The most renowned touristy town or city? I'm sorry, city. Touristy town, city. Is there any town in Punjab? Do we have? No. Punjab. Anyways, what about Chandigarh? Chandigarh. Do tourists come over there? Yes or no?
Yes.
Do tourists come over there?
Yes.
So Chandigarh is there? Rock Garden is there? A tourist? It's not tourist, that's tourist. Chandigarh is a tourist hotspot. Okay? Because Chandigarh is a stunningly beautiful city. Alright? There are everybody come on, there are lots of places. Interesting?
Yes, sir.
You want me to continue?
Yes, sir.
I'm making the video, right? Okay, let me tell them whoever is watching this video. So today we're doing describing places. Okay, so if you want to learn that, so continue till that. Okay. Number 5. Number 5 we have any place. Now this is gonna be a little bit boring, right? We can say rundown. Rundown place. Now rundown place where nothing is happening. Where nothing is happening, no development, nothing is happening, but still you may see any old building, right? So for example, we have a cue card, describe a tall building. Yes, we have that?
Yes, sir.
So rundown place. Could be any place rundown, you know, could be any town, any place where no development is going on now. No development. Okay? So that's called rundown. Or we can say number 6. We can say quaint. Quaint. Okay? Quaint. Again, nothing is happening over there. Right? There used to be a cue card in, I guess, 2019. Describe a quiet place. Right? Have you read this somewhere? Describe a quiet place. So we can talk about that, right? That's a quaint. Okay, that's a quaint place. That means that nothing is happening over there. For example, we have a zoo. We used to have a zoo near Abu Shahar. Who's from Abu Shahar? You know that? Kaladipar? Yes. Have you heard about that? So now I guess that's what? Quaint. That's quaint now. I guess nothing is happening over there. Yeah, that's quaint. But people go there. Yes or no? People go there sometimes, right? That's because that's near, beside Raj Canal. River, yeah? Okay, so that's quaint. Number 7 we can use the rural backwater. The rural backwater. Now, what do I mean by rural? A countryside place?
Yes,
A
sir.
place which is countryside? Yes, we call that rural, right? And backwater. Backwater is a place which is an isolated place. Means jo alag hai, far from cities or towns, right? So kind of a place could be in Himachal. You can say there are several rural backwater places. Okay. Do we have any rural backwater place? You know what's on? I don't think so.
Sir,
Could be any village, right? Could be any place like where people go and they relax, right? So no bustling, right? And no noise, as I can hear noise is coming from that side because students are coming. All right. Yes, please. So then we have number 7, the rural backwater. Okay. Do we have in Rajasthan any place that's called rural backwater?
sir, near Jaisalmer, sir.
I'm sorry?
Near Jaisalmer.
Yes. Yes. Near Jaisalmer. There are how many? Lots of
Places.
rural backwater places. Okay? Okay, which place would you like to go if you have chance, if you're given opportunity? Let's say that, let's assume something positive or something great. Let's say Sukhpreet got his visa, Canadian visa, right? After getting 6.5, 7.5 band score. And today he got his visa. And he has 2-3 months, right? Given kind of like a period that you can't come to Canada, so you'll be flying in December. Now it's July going on? Yeah? So he'll be flying in, let's say, December. Sometimes like when I say, right? Sometimes. Let's say 7th of December, your flight. And 3 a.m. in the morning, right? And you'll go definitely Innova car, yellow number plates. Yeah, you have feeling, right? And okay, your parents are saying, okay, mommy, that's a car, okay, mommy. Yeah, it's like that. But before that, you have a time. So if you'd like to go somewhere, so where would you like to go? To a rundown place, a quaint place, or you want to go to Kaladipar, right? I talked about that, right? You might say that मैं परेशान हो गया दुनिया. I just want to go to any quaint place. Yes, or a picturesque place, or some beautiful place, or Let's go to Chandigarh. I'll kill 2 birds with 1 stone. That's an idiom. What's that? Kill 2 birds with 1 stone, right? That means that I'll shop over there. Yeah, I'll have shopping, and that's a touristy city, a tourist hotspot, and I'll also enjoy over there. I'll have a ball there. I'll have a ball. What do I mean by have a ball? Have a ball. What do I mean by that, everybody? To have such a good time. To have such a good time. Now we're having a ball. Are you having a ball? Are you having a ball? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Having a ball?
Yes, sir.
So if I speak from your side, from this side, then I'll say that I'm having a ball. What's that?
I'm having a ball.
So this side, I can say you are having a ball, or you're having a ball. You're, that's a contraction. You're having a ball. What's that? You're having a ball. Okay? So number 7 we have the rural backwater. Number 8. Number 8 we can use upmarket. Upmarket restaurants. Upmarket what? Restaurants. Okay? Now upmarket restaurants, that means pricey. You can say number 9, pricey. Could be in pricey town, pricey market. That means very, very expensive. Okay? Very expensive. Any city where if you go for shopping, so then if you say that, okay, I have 500 rupees and I'm going to Elante Mall, so so you can't get that enough, right? Because 500 is not enough to shop in Elante Mall. Everybody knows that. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Everybody has heard of Elante Mall?
Yes.
Cool. So pricey. If you want to shop over there, so that's a pricey mall. It's a pricey shopping place. Okay? Pricey. Or we can say that we can use idiom as well. Cost and arm and a leg. Okay? We can also use cost a fortune. Number 11. Cost a fortune. Cost a fortune. Okay? Buying Lamborghini costs what? A fortune. Buying Lamborghini costs a fortune. That means very, very expensive. Who wants to buy that? Jagdeep, which car would you like to buy in the future?
I would like to buy the Mercedes.
Mercedes. That's not Mercedes. Mercedes, Mercedes. Everybody, come on. I'm writing over here pronunciation, okay? Not spelling of Mercedes, right? Mar, and then say Mercedes. Mercedes. What's that? Mercedes. Okay, so Jagdeep wants to buy Mercedes. But does he know that buying Mercedes costs an arm and leg? Arm and leg, or buying Mercedes costs a fortune. Okay? Okay, so which city if you go and you want to travel, let's say in India, that costs a fortune, that if you want to travel, cities in India, Mumbai,
Bangalore.
Bangalore, what else?
Yes.
Goa, yes or no? Goa, if you want to go on tour or trip, so that city costs a fortune. Or traveling to Goa from here costs a what? Fortune. And Goa is a place run down. I mean, no development is there. Or quaint place, no people. Okay, nothing is happening. Goa. I'm asking about Goa.
Yes, sir.
How you can say yes? I'm saying in Goa. That's a question. I'm asking that. In Goa, what do you think? What do you see? Is that a quaint place?
No, sir. No, sir.
The rural backwater?
No, sir.
Are there upmarket restaurants?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Very, very expensive restaurants. Okay? Any chain of restaurants you can talk about? McDonald's? McDonald's? KFC?
Yes, sir.
Upmarket restaurants, right? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, right? Or I can say, do we have a restaurant in our town? Any restaurant? Regal, I guess, Regal restaurant. Is a restaurant, right? In Regal.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Regal restaurant. Is that upmarket restaurant? Is that?
Yes.
No, that's not my use. That is an upmarket restaurant. We can also say that if you describe, now see, I'm gonna write over here, you may have to describe your hometown, okay? Although we have already done that how to describe your hometown. So you may say that I wouldn't say, what's that? I wouldn't say there are many, what we can say, too many. I wouldn't say there are loads of upmarket restaurants in my hometown. Can we say that? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Again, everybody. I wouldn't say there are loads of upmarket restaurants. Okay? Does anybody come from a place in Punjabi called Tani? Does anybody come from? Yeah. So there can be the rural backwater. But if that's near, I guess that's near Kilemur. That's pretty near Kilemur. So we can't describe that. But examiner doesn't know that. He doesn't know that. Where do you come from? So you may say that, so I come from the rural backwater. He might say, oh really? Wow. That means like it's a place, like near hills or somewhere like that. So here you have a beautiful house. Yeah? Look at my drawing. Wow. And this is that's the way, right? And there is one window we have. Oh my God, window is getting out of bounds, right? It's a beautiful place, right? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah. So don't go at my drawing, right? I'm really bad at that, but I'm good at this. But I'm great at teaching English. Okay, or training for IELTS. So that's what? That's a rural backwater home. That's a rural backwater home or can be place. Alright? So pricey, very expensive. Alright? Cost at arm and that's not legs, that's leg. Okay? Should I raise this?
Yes, sir.
Sure? Alright. I'll take a small test, right, at the end of this class. I'll ask you guys to describe any place in India, your favorite place. It could be any place. Okay, so now let's have some sentences. Now let's have some sentences, right? Which we can use. Number one, we can use it's worth. It's worth visiting dash. Alright. So what do we have to learn in this sentence here? After worth, it's followed by ing form. Okay? Or we can say ing. It's worth watching Arun sir's videos. Yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay? So you might say that, okay, if you recommend any restaurant, that hey, there are loads of upmarket restaurants, or there is an upmarket. If one, so then an upmarket. Why? Because that has to be article, okay, before you, because there is you, an upmarket, okay? So there is an upmarket restaurant and food is delicious. Or if the food is very, very tasty, so then we can use scrumptious. What's that? Scrumptious. What's that? Scrumptious. Scrumptious. If the food is, you say, oh my God. So the food is scrumptious, right? Usually we have, we can say mustard leaves. Anybody knows? What am I talking about?
Yes.
Saag, right? Saag in Punjab. And when we have saag, mustard leaves. Yeah, that's Smith is laughing. That's cool, right? Okay, so when we have, we have a tradition, I guess, like, old tradition or culture we have. Let's say Monday we have saag, mustard leaves. Tuesday we have, Wednesday we have, Thursday we have. Actually, it happens in my home. Does it happen in your home?
Yes.
My God, great. So that's scrumptious. That's scrumptious. I've heard that, like, actually in villages, you guys may have huge cooker. Okay, anyways, so it's worth eating. It's worth eating. If you say that, hey, come on, I want you to try that. I want you to try that. Right? शायद आप में से किसी ने देखा होगा कुछ ऐसे पेज भी हैं वो बहुत दिमाग खराब कर देते हैं अगर आप उनको देख लो एक पेज है दिल से फूडी पता नहीं दिल से समथिंग लाइक दैट फेसबुक पे है तो क्या आज आपको मैं दिल्ली में एक चाट देखिए क्या 20 रुपए की क्या चाट मिलती है my God if you watch that so you say I don't want to watch that so if you recommend somebody so they say okay it's worth कि आप यहाँ पर आइए कुछ ऐसे हैं जो ब्लॉग बनाते हैं या वीडियोस वगैरह बनाते हैं कि आप यहाँ पर आइए देखिए ये पराठा लच्छेदार पराठा कहीं नहीं मिलेगा so they recommend that's a place right there are places okay so what are we talking about in today's class describing places that's why if you want to have scrumptious dishes or something if you want to have look so then you can go on that Facebook page they'll say foodie you can have that and you'll have lots of places to eat okay to eat scrumptious food in Delhi okay and they say it's worth visiting or eating there any place would you like to suggest me to have samosa does anybody know about samosa everybody knows about samosa oh God very tasty can anybody recommend me any place in Mandi Dabwali in our town any place sorry Sagar my God
So no,
Yeah, but-
there is other person, sir.
oh my God I know only one Sagar or second Sagar I know the song Sagar Kinare my God I was surprised I was gobsmacked okay so Sagar where Bhol Bazaar Round Bazaar we can say that okay so he says it's worth eating samosas from I'm not saying you I'm just looking at students right it's worth eating samosas from Sagar near Bhol Bazaar so that's a place right because we're describing place how's the class by the way boring or fascinating really
Yes.
fascinating huh that's a foodie okay so next we can use 4 places it's worth Touring 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 right we can also use store as a noun and we can also use store as a verb so here I'm using as a verb right touring means ghumna if I say that if somebody calls me somebody asks me let's say I'm in Himachal I'm saying right oh my so if somebody asks me so where are you and I might say that I'm touring in Himachal I'm touring means मैं घूम रहा हूँ we might say that I in the past tense it's gonna be toured I toured in AB's place for 10 days where did you tour last time Delhi
So last time I visited
Hmm. Talking about
last
this
time
word,
I
man.
visited the city Jaisalmer.
He toured.
Jaisalmer.
He toured in Jaisalmer. He toured in
Jaisalmer.
Jaisalmer. Khushi. Where did he tour last time? Who talks about Udaipur from you? You talk about Udaipur a lot, right? Yeah. I store several things, loads of things in my mind. Yeah. Sometimes I never say because I know that repeatedly you use Udaipur.
Last time I was touring in Amritsar.
I was touring that means मैं घूम रही थी. I toured in Amritsar. I toured in Amritsar few months back, last year, ages ago, we can say that. Okay? So it's worth touring dash. You get my points? You get it? Okay. So we can use in negative. In negative, okay? We can use negatives as well. Okay? It isn't. Now is not, that's what? Isn't, that's contraction, that's short form. Isn't. अब बहुत सारे स्टूडेंट्स ऐसे हैं जो बोलते हैं कि सर हमें शॉर्ट फॉर्म ये यूज करना चाहिए नहीं करना चाहिए. सो IELTS स्पीकिंग में आप कर सकते हो. यस वी कैन. लेकिन राइटिंग में नहीं. स्पीकिंग में हम लोग कर सकते हैं. यस वी कैन. इट इजंट वर्थ. It isn't worth dash. Okay? You may want to say about your town. Sir, I wouldn't say there are loads of what? Picturesque places. मैं नहीं कहूँगी कि हमारे टाउन में, क्योंकि छोटा सा टाउन है, ठीक है, बहुत ब्यूटीफुल टाउन है. अगर आप राउंड अबाउट देखो यहाँ पर चौक जो मेन है, my God, that's a picturesque chowk. Isn't that? So whenever like you go and you travel, you tour near our roundabout, right? So you may say that, wow, this is picturesque. This isn't. That isn't actually. So we can say shabby. Our chowk is what? Shabby. Now what do I mean by shabby? It's a boring place, dirty place. We can say that. Shabby place. What's that? Shabby. Or we can also say that ugly. UGLY. I don't like why people throw garbage over there. लोगों ने चौंक बनाया लोग. Curiosity with it. Garbage chowk. We can say that. Anyways, so it isn't. We might say that it isn't worth visiting, touring at dash place. For example, in Chandigarh, there are two gardens are famous. Any guess? Rose Garden and Rose Garden. I personally feel that it isn't worth visiting or touring in a rose garden. There's nothing. Has anybody been to? Yeah, there's nothing, right? Only flowers are there, right? There's nothing, right? Nothing interesting. Okay? So we can say that isn't. We can also say that isn't. That isn't lively. That isn't lively place. That isn't lively place. Now which is a lively place, guys? Lively place is where there's a lot of life. Where there is great life. For example, Canada, we can say that. Canada is a lively country. There's a lot of life. Is that clear?
Yes.
Shall I raise this?
Yes, sir.
Shall I raise this?
Yes, sir.
Shall I raise this?
Yes, sir.
Right. Okay, now next let's talk about something is located. Something is located in dash. Something is located in dash. Okay? Located in the middle of nowhere. In the middle of nowhere. If something is located in the middle of nowhere, if something is located in the middle of nowhere, that means that it's far from cities, okay, and towns, okay. So that is located in the middle of nowhere. There could be any place. Could be any place. Let's say that you have, you have house in farms. So you might say that you might describe your home. So my home is located in the middle of nowhere. Okay, that means like it's not a lively place. There's not a lot of life. But yes, you're living over there. You may want to go somewhere in the middle of nowhere. There are several places in Rajasthan, in India. They are located in the middle of nowhere. Next, if something is located, or we can also use situated. Okay, situated. Sometimes people they pronounce this whenever like you have T before ed. Whenever you have t before ed, okay? So it's not gonna be ar. Located, 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 did, located, located. What's that? Located. Or situated, we can say that. Located. Now if something is located in the center of the place, so then we can say located in the, yes, in the heart of the town. In the heart of the town. Located in the heart of the town. And something, we can also use something is located in the, or something is located on the outskirts of our town. Located on the outskirts of dash. Is it clear? Now let's have some idioms. Okay. A beautiful idiom, guys. We have to go to go to nature. To go to nature. What's that? To go to nature. So to go to nature, if a place where you want to go, let's say you said visiting dash, it's worth visiting Himachal because it's a good chance. It's a chance to go to nature. So there we can use this. Okay? So there we can use this. Next, the land of, this is really, really fascinating, interesting. The land of milk and honey. Okay? The land of milk and honey. Now, if you describe a place, the land of milk and honey, that means people are very happy over there. People are very happy over there, and everything is cool. Yeah, people are happy. It's pleasant over there. Okay, people are having a beautiful life. So could be Canada, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
They have good enough money and all, so they're happy. So Canada is what? I want to go to Canada because that is the land of milk and honey. You see? So can we use this for Dabwali? We can't use that, right? So Dabwali isn't the land of milk and honey. Therefore, I want to go to Himachal because I want to go to the nature. We can use the land of milk and honey. Okay. Next we have, guys, now some more words we have. Bustling. A place could be bustling or crowded or vibrant. Place can be vibrant as well. Now bustling, there is, very busy life. Okay? Right? Crowded and vibrant. And next we can use concrete jungle. Concrete jungle. Concrete what? Concrete jungle. Now concrete jungle, that means that there are loads of the many buildings, very huge buildings there are. For example, Mumbai?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, there are piles of massive buildings, or we can say that Mumbai is a concrete jungle. Now we are not describing Mumbai as jungle, but we're saying concrete jungle. That means there are loads of buildings and all, lack of green places.
Yes, sir.
The lack of green places, right? No greenery is there. So then we can describe a place, concrete jungle. For example, Delhi.
Yes, sir.
Delhi is a what? Delhi is a concrete jungle. So which place would you like to go? A rundown place, no development, okay? Or quaint place, nothing is happening. You know where you can hear the sound, right? It's like that, right? So that's a quaint place. That's what? That's what? That's a quaint place, right? Am I a fascinating teacher? Interesting?
Yes.
Like especially like when during this video. Alright, anyways. So which place would you like to go? So I want you to describe one place, 2, 3 lines. So I want to go at that place because that place is ABC. So you have your language. Jaspreet, which place would you like to go? 1 to 2 lines.
I would like to go to Udaipur, and it's
Loudly, please.
I would like to go to Udaipur because there are lots of picturesque
Places.
places.
Now she would like to go to Udaipur because Udaipur is a there are loads of, because she said there are loads of picturesque places. Okay? Sagar, which place would you like to go?
I would like to go Jaisalmer because there are stunning, beautiful
Places.
Places.
There are few or loads of?
Lots of, sir. Lots of stunning,
We
beautiful.
can also say ton of, right? Ton of. Okay, there are loads of stunningly beautiful places. That's great. Gurinder, which place would you like to go?
So I would like to go Himachal, specifically Kulu Manali, because there is
I have another vocabulary for you guys. We can also say a place, shopper's paradise. What's that? Shopper's paradise. What's that? Shopper's paradise, or heaven for foodies. Now, who are foodies? Who is foodie person? Yeah, who loves to eat, right? You could say that, right? Usually when you go back after your classes, when you go back to home, then you may say, okay, mom, what is in the lunch today? I could eat like a horse. What is the meaning of this? I could, yeah, that's an idiom, right? I could eat like a, why do we say this? When we're very, very hungry. So then we say, I could eat like a horse. Sometimes, you know, ਹੁੰਦਾ ना सब्जी बन रही है, मटर बन रही है, तो कच्चे ही चल रही, you know, sometimes. So then we say, I could eat like a horse, or I'm famished. Famished we can use. What's that? Famished. Okay. Or starving we can use. Famished, starving. I could eat like a horse. Okay. Right. So heaven for foodies. Now we can say Delhi.
Yes, sir.
And Delhi is what? Heaven for
Foodies.
foodies. All right. Last but not the least, we have, if a place is full of something. Shall I raise this here?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So if a place is full of something, we can say that teeming with. What's that? Teeming with dash. Now Ajit Road, Bathinda, is teeming with what? Teeming with IELTS institutes. Okay? Teeming with IELTS institutes, right? Meera Bazaar. We have Meera Bazaar.
In that first we also use bombarding.
Can't use that. Teeming with, we use in Meera Bazaar. Meera Bazaar is teeming with shops. Good shops. Gun shops.
Government shop.
Sorry? Garment shops. Teeming with garment shops and shoppers. That's teeming with shoppers. Male shoppers or female shoppers? Female. It's like that. That's happening sometimes. Teeming with. Next we can use jam-packed. Jam-packed with. Jam-packed with a dash. Jam-packed with dash. Teeming with dash. Jam-packed with dash. I traveled by train. Okay. And train was jam-packed with jam-packed with jam-packed with loads of passengers. Loads of passengers. When I was crossing from ABC Place, I saw some beautiful places. I saw some. I saw stunningly beautiful places. Okay? There were also some picturesque places. There were also some picturesque places. Recently I went to, or we can say I toured. I toured in ABC place, and there were many beautiful places. What we can say? Loads of picturesque places. And I went there, I toured there because that is place for tourists. Place for tourists. I went there because the city is what?
Hotspot.
The city is a tourist hotspot, or there is a touristy. That is what? Touristy city. I went there. That's why I went there. Is that clear?
Yes.
Yes or no? Sure?
Yes.
So now let's have some questions. Touristy cities in India. How many touristy cities in India? There are loads of cities there are loads of touristy cities in India. For example, like? Sorry? Chandigarh? Rajasthan is a state. I'm talking about cities.
Jaipur.
Jaipur? Why do we go to always Rajasthan? You want to go to
Because
Rajasthan?
I belong to Rajasthan.
My God. Let's say that, if I were from, let's say UP, so then I might say that, yeah, I want to go to UP. Yeah, that's good. Anyways. So what other places are there? Touristy places? Leh Ladakh? Yeah, that's a good one. Yes? South?
Yes.
South places I'm asking. Yes. Places in South. I guess Kerala.
Kuchipudi, sir.
What's that?
Kuchipudi.
Kuchikudi?
Kuchipudi.
Kuchikudi?
Yes, sir.
Kuchikudi?
Kuchipudi.
Kuchikudi?
Yes, sir.
What is that?
Sir, city of Kerala, sir.
Kuchikudi.
Yes, sir.
Wow. It sounds that he's trying to speak, that South Indian language. Kuchikudi. You know what they say to drink water? I know that. That much only I know. You know how to say drink water? They say nirgudi. Say nirgudi. What's that? Nirgudi, that means like drink water. And I guess like if I'm not mistaken, they say to eat food, they say sapadela. Sapadela. Sapadela, that means eat food. First you eat food and then nirgudi. First sapadela and then nirgudi. How does it sound, right? Interesting. I wish that I could learn that. I'm really curious. I'm dying to learn that. Anyways, guys, so which city you think in India people are so happy over there? Everything is there, right? No complaints. People are not complaining about anything. Is there any city in India that is the land of milk and honey? You think of? Any city? Amritsar? You sure? Chandigarh, I can say that. Chandigarh, yeah, that's cool. Yeah, people are doing jobs and all, businesses, right? People are having, big bungalows and all, like everybody's happy, I guess. Maximum, right? A vast majority of people are, let's say writing task 2, vast majority of people are, a significant number of people are, else writing, okay? So are happy, okay? The life is pleasant over there. So that means Chandigarh is the land of milk and honey. Would you say your village is the land of milk and honey? Why so? People are not happy? Really? Dabwali? I can say that my land is not the land of milk and honey. Okay, so we can say to go to the nature where you go to the place and you relax, you chill out. So then we can use this one. Bustling, lots of busy life, crowded, or we can say vibrant, shopper's paradise, heaven for foodies and restaurants, or any mall or any place which is expensive. So we can use upmarket restaurants. We can use upmarket restaurants. We can also use fancy cafes. Do we have fancy cafes in our town? Fancy cafes, again, expensive. Overpriced, we can say that. Overpriced. Okay? Expensive, very expensive. If something is very expensive, we can use an idiom. What's that? Come on, be louder. Cost a fortune. Okay? Going to Australia on study visa. That costs a study visa for Australia. Study visa for Australia costs. Not costs. I'm using over there S because I'm talking about the third person. Okay? Right? So that's a singular. Going to Australia or study visa for Australia costs us fortune. So this is how we can use. This is how you can describe places. Is that cool?
Yes.
Alright, so that's the end of today's class. Once again, thank you very much for watching this video. At the end of the video, all I ask you to leave a like and comment. Thank you very much for watching this video.